Talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television is important, Nubian TV is a black network that speaks to your lifestyle. Nubian TV is the world's first digital network devoted to the upscale and political lifestyles of black people. Nubian TV's programming includes politics, travel, fashion, food, automotive, arts and culture, civil rights, music, and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at nubiantv.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. The past, male pattern baldness.
Leggies.
Got one right now. The urge to pop that bubble wrap. But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day. What we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Oh.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Church.
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in. I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in. That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, where?
Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Hello to you, and you. Hello, Linnell Stiller. Hello, Bama Girl 012 and TNTG Mom. By the way, can I just say, well done, CBS. I watched both episodes of Beyond the Gates. Y'all, they did their thing. Listen, I did talk with your girl, and she said I could come on and give my take. Obviously, y'all know I work on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I may not be able to review it every single day. But I am going to try to fit it in to our virtual tours, okay? Even if we gotta do 8:30 p.m. shows, I do not mind doing it. Because what they did on that show was bring Black excellence to all. And let me tell you something, even though it's a predominant Black cast, there was a little bit of Lati-Dati in everybody, in the words of T-Talk with your girl. If you could not see yourself in that show, I don't know what to tell you. CBS did their good damn thing. You hear me? They put their foot in it. They put their soul in it. And by the way, shout out to CBS for taking a huge swing and let it be successful for 10 seasons and many more. Actually, let it be renewed every damn season. So that way, the other side has to see Black excellence on TV 5 days a week. So shout out to CBS and Beyond the Gates there. With that being said, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 destinations for you all this evening. BET has been around for 45 years, but what do they have to show for it? We'll talk about that. Funky Dineva gave some intel about Fox Soul. We'll talk about that. Wicked is coming, very exciting, to Universal, but how? Of course, you know I have the intel for you. Breaking news this morning, Karen Hugar got sentenced to jail, and she was at Fairmount Crest, but now she's going to Fairmont Crest jail. Lord Jesus. But I bet you that what they call transporting of Karen Hugar from Fairmont Crest to Potomac was quite interesting there. We'll talk about that. Tropicana might be in bankruptcy. Hinge has a brand new feature on their dating app that I think is so lovely. We'll talk about that. Remember how we talked about YouTube? And do they have the answer to daytime TV? Well, we also talked about YouTube originals. I don't know if YouTube was listening to Brainley's virtual tour live, but obviously they have something to say about YouTube originals. And then Latocha Scott is back in Escape. What? We got a lot to talk about here. We got a lot of destinations to get to. Higher is weighing, low is available. But either way, we are live on tour. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Higher is weighing, low is available. But either way, we are live on tour once again. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see the virtual tour background. Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music. Yes, you do. And then there is me. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. I have to tell you, having 5 people here with me right now warms my heart, because seeing, you know, the number 0, like right there, if you're in StreamYard, you can see how many people are there. To see 0 and 1 and 2, you know, this morning and the last couple of shows, it was a little disheartening, I'm not gonna lie. But of course, give credit to your audience that they know you, and if they make time for you, that means they're embracing you. So I love you, I value, and I appreciate you. And listen, I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm not saying I'm the worst. I'm probably number 100 on the short list, but yet somebody believed enough in me to put me on that list. And that's because of all of you. And I love you, I value, I appreciate you all. Let's do what we do and go on tour. I am very excited to be here, as I often am, with each and every single one of you. Let's get to the getting and doing what we do. BTCO, 45 years of success. I mean, first of all, wait a minute. Y'all know StreamYard be StreamYard sometimes. Let's see here. Let's see right here. Okay, here we go. Here we go from Variety.com. As BET celebrates 45 years, congratulations on 45 years. That's a huge deal. Scott Mills reflects on powerful partnerships, historic moments, and airing the Miss Pat show after being told to bury it. Creativity requires risk. Ooh. Let's get into it. BET CEO Scott M. Mills sees a lot of doubles in the world, and yet he believes there's never been anything quite like his trailblazing multimedia powerhouse. Most things in life, there are multiples of them, Mills says. But BET is the one thing that there's nothing similar to. Launched in 1980 by businessman Robert L. Johnson, BET, Black Entertainment Television, served as the first television network entirely devoted to Black Americans, later becoming the first Black-controlled company to be listed on the New York Stock Exchange. I had no idea about that. That's a pretty cool fun fact there. Originally a home for music videos and reruns of popular Black sitcoms, BET developed a footprint in news, stand-up comedy, talk shows, reality, and original series programming with projects from Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels, and Kevin Hart. From its inception, BET has been a groundbreaking force in entertainment, culture, and representation, says producer Will Packer. I, along many others, have benefited from the trails blazed by the definitive platform for Black artists under the leadership of Scott Mills. The network continues to honor and amplify the voices of the Black community, shaping the industry in ways that will echo for generations to come. In 2019, BET expanded into streaming with BET Plus, and 2 years later came the creation of BET Studios with partners Kenyon Barris and Rashida Jones. For those of you who don't know, Kenyon Barris is the creator of that show on ABC called Blackish. And Grownish and Mixedish. Grownish was on Freeform and Mixedish was on ABC. And Rashida Jones, the daughter of Quincy Jones, rest in peace to him. BET Studios offers equity ownership for Black creatives and develops content for Showtime, CBS, and more. Perry says the launch of the streaming service was one of the most impactful moments for him. And then there is Tyler Perry and Taraji P. Henson. Now, I'm not going to sit here in front. Like, that looks like a couple to me. And I'm just saying, Taraji, listen, Tyler ain't married. You ain't married. That's a nice looking couple photo. Since I'm not in Hollywood and to date Taraji P. Henson, or Jill Scott or Nazinga Amani, somebody deserves to be happy in life. With my sad existence, let's roll on. I joke and kid and giggle with y'all. I am very blessed to be 30 and above ground, and I'm being in God's Calvary. Okay, I'm just that's a beautiful Black couple right there. If it could be a Black couple, rolling on, partnering with BET to build a streaming service from the ground up was a historic milestone in our industry, and for me personally, seeing it grow into a platform that provides quality, authentic Black content has been deeply fulfilling, Perry says. Personally, it means everything to provide opportunities for Black talent, both in front of and behind the camera. Professionally, this collaboration has reinforced for me the power of storytelling and giving us an opportunity to amplify voices who don't always get a moment in the spotlight. And with 4 decades and counting, there's a bigger mission in sight. BET is more than just a network. It is a celebration of who we are and where we're going, says Taraji P. Henson, whose production company has an overall deal with BET. They give so many of us a platform where we can be ourselves and celebrate our brilliance. Here's what Mills opens up about the 45th anniversary of BET and what's ahead. What does this milestone mean to BET? It's a cause for reflection, and in reflecting, you think about how much the world has changed. Bob Johnson became the first stated Black billionaire in 2000. The universe of people who achieved that has expanded substantially, and we are anchoring ourselves in the idea that as long as we are prepared to evolve and consistently show up for our community and culture, we should be just as prosperous over the next 45 years. How has BET navigated the ever-evolving media landscape? Content changes and evolves. Our community changes and evolves. Culture changes and evolves. BET is able to flourish at every intersection of Black culture, content, community. I can't tell you what the dominant platform is going to be 10 years from now, or all the distribution vehicles that will exist. But what I can say with absolute certainty is that there will be Black culture, content, and community. That's a damn fact. Scott Mills, I will agree with you there, good sir. What was the impetus for creating BET Plus, and what is your advantage in that market? It is a really big commitment to launch a streamer, but our research shows that Black Americans were streaming at levels far in excess of most populations. But when you ask those same Black Americans, how do you feel about the Black content on those services, we saw double-digit differences between their general satisfaction and the delivery of culturally relevant content. That was the first sign that the opportunity absolutely existed for a BET streamer. How important has it been to be able to strike up partnerships with high-level creatives? It's extraordinarily valuable. There's a beautiful array of successful Black creators, so we're trying to identify those whose content is going to be most aligned with our audience and provide positioning. When I came to BET in 2018, with the extraordinary success that Fox had with Empire, I felt we need to be in business with Lee Daniels. We don't have to have all these business. We just need the right project for BET. He brought them as Pat Show. It was all the things that Lee Daniels is: completely original, unexpected, and provocative. Without question, Tyler Perry has been our signature partnership. His resonance within our community is just extraordinary. In 2022, the Miss Pat Show earned BET its first ever primetime Emmy nomination. How has that type of recognition impacted the network? It was a really important milestone. He called me and said, this project and BET is the only place in the world that can do this. It's just too scary for everybody else. It's shocking, but it's amazing. I shared it with a creative from an organization who said, you can't put this on television. You need to dig a big hole and bury this. I spent a lot of time thinking about it and decided it's risky, but we have to have conviction around this. The Emmy nomination was a really important reminder that creativity requires risk. I only imagine that executive is punching the air right now for saying that dumbass statement out of their mouth. Between the BET Awards and the NAACP Image Awards, why do you think it remains crucial to consistently celebrate the culture and not rely only on how and when others might want to put the spotlight on it? BET doesn't exist to the exclusion of anything else. BET exists to the inclusion of things. We don't get challenged around whether or not the things we are doing are authentic. The Image or BET Awards aren't happening because it's popular day. It's because it's right, fair, and appropriate. I think that gives it that deep resonance. You need these shows because our community values the ability to come together, celebrate, and acknowledge us. You can go to any other award show, but it can't create these moments that are so authentic to our culture. I think the BET Awards, as the most perfect manifestation of the BET branded mission. After COVID and the murder of George Floyd, I watched the opening and wept like a baby. The creative team had brilliantly understood where the heart and soul and emotions of the Black community were at that moment and delivered exactly what was needed. It was the largest Black gathering of Black Americans in the country. What has been the driving force behind some of your initiatives, such as Content for Change or the recently launched Aldina Community Preservation Fund? It has been critically important to us. The world is evolving around us, and so we all have to manage ourselves to reflect the world in which we function. But our mission doesn't change based on the change in the current climate. Our mission is to entertain, engage, and empower our community. What I love most about BET is coming to the aid of our community. BET is uniquely positioned to rally concerned citizens, corporations, and foundations. Do you have any specific goals you want to reach by year 50? Our aspiration is for every segment of the Black community to have daily meaningful interactions with BET. And what that does is that then tells us everywhere we have to build our business. So you'll see more in music, greater proliferation of BET across platforms and BET moving into spaces that would not necessarily be intuitive to people. Well, first of all, congratulations on 45 years. I do want to say that. But also, too, really? Is this what we're talking about? Is this what we're talking about? Is this what we're talking about? 45 years? Where is the BET 45th anniversary gala? Why isn't that being arranged right now to air live on BET and VH1 and on BET Plus? Like, I need more here. 45 years of a black network. I need this to be the biggest celebration that y'all have ever done, because you don't do Rip the Runway, which was a runway show to raise money for HIV research. You said that 106 in Park could not work for linear TV, which is a damn lie, because I told you how to do that. BET 106, how did I say it? 106 in Park on BET should be where all of famous Black Hollywood is. BET on VH1 should be where content creators and independent artists are trying to get their start. Like I said, BET should be the Ebony magazine, VH1 should be the Jet magazine, and then BET Plus should be the Laboratory. Now, listen, I'm very proud of BET, but let's keep it a buck. When's the last time you watched BET? Now, I know that the Miss Pat show has done a lot of good. Miss Pat sells it. I know that Sisters and Satima has done a lot of good for BET. But when you're talking about unscripted television, we haven't seen a lot of that. I think the last thing that y'all did was Happily Ever After with Bow Wow, right? And by the way, why are we waiting for the BET Awards to have the BET experience, right? I'm just asking. Y'all never thought about doing the BET Awards cruise in partnership with Carnival? I'm just saying. 7 days, 7 nights. You know what I mean? You get the main theater. You invite the people. Like, it could be a thing. And I think for BET to really, you know, hit their 50-year mark, for one, you gotta figure out what your identity is now. There used to be a thing called HGTV Design Star. There used to be a thing called the Next Food Network Star. Let's see here. And then there used to be this show here. Right here. Let me see if I can bring up the images here. Because this is what I'm not getting, right? If you're trying to look for content, right? Right here. Right here. Winning is just the beginning. Oprah's search for the next TV star with your own show, where she gave 10 content creators at the time. Well, not even content creators, but just 10 people that really wanted their own show on the Oprah Winfrey Network. And it was Nancy O'Dell, Carson Kressley that were the hosts. There was a weekly expert that came in and gave guidance. Of course, Mark Brunette was part of it. And these two here won their own show on the Oprah Winfrey Network. Also with a brand new Chevrolet Equinox and $100,000. What is stopping y'all from creating the BET Content Creator Squad Search? Bring in 10 black women, bring in 10 black men. They do different challenges, and the top 5 black men, the top 5 black women, they get a year contract with BET to create content across BET, VH1, and BET Plus. Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, y'all made it to 45 years, but do y'all have anything left in y'all tank? I think that's the big thing that I'm kind of wondering here. You know what I mean? But congratulations to BET. To make it to 45 years is not easy. Now, speaking of black TV, okay, speaking of black TV, Funky Dineva apparently has released some tea. And so we're going to go to our good friend Anonymous T, who's going to give up the tea. Here we go. Hey, my thoughts. Good to see you. And thank you, Greta. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know TNT.
Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today. Sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking Funky Dineva and his job situation. Anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me, free to subscribe to this channel, Anonymous Tea, free to subscribe to my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast, free to follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast, free to follow me on the Instagram is at Anonymous Reality Tea, free to share everywhere, free to like these videos, share with your friends, share with your foes, check your notifications. They've been doing some weird unsubscribing stuff, so make sure you're still subscribed to my channel and all of the things. So in this particular video, I wanted to talk about Funky Dineva because he's been alluding to for some time now that he had some network job opportunities and all of these things. However, he never really dived into what that was and what that entailed. So the first thing, he finally admitted as to why he got fired from Sister Circle. He claims that he was partying basically the night before and got wasted, and apparently his alarm didn't go off in time, and by the time he was in the Uber, the show was already on the air, and they told him, thank you for your services. You are not needed, right? But as we know, Sister Circle is no more. I guess Funky Dineva wanted to take this segment to, you know, clap back at the haters who said that he can never get a network job and that he's unprofessional, he's difficult to work with, all of these things. And basically, he took this moment when he was discussing what happened with Joy Reid being fired from MSNBC. So he also said that there have been multiple times since Fox Soul canceled TGIF that they have been, the executives have been trying to offer Funky Dineva his own show behind the scenes. And so he pulled up these papers and he said, you know, the first time that Fox Soul just wanted him to put together a reel of what a show would look like, basically starring him. Basically a talk show about Q. What does that look like? What does that entail? Put a reel together, put a pitch together. And so I guess, you know, they didn't, either they just decided, you know, thanks, but no thanks, but they decided to go in a different direction and go with another show. That show, I guess, didn't do as well. So they came back to Funky Dineva and wanted to, again, basically gave him, you know, said, hey, this is a $1.5 million budget for a TV show. Tell us X, Y, and Z you need. But, and this has happened, I guess, a couple of times. And he's alleging that this has happened also with another network. Funky Dineva is saying that basically the bottom line is they're still offering him what he was making before on TGIF, which was alleged to be the $250,000, right? So he's claiming that he is continuously being offered, you know, the same money that he was making on TGIF. And he's saying, basically, I'm just going to stay here on YouTube. That basically I can make the same or more for doing a lot less and not feeling like I have to be politically correct or stay within a certain box or stay within a certain level of topics and not get, you know, and not feel like I have my freedom of speech. And he feels that he has his freedom of speech more so on YouTube, doing his nightly show 5 days a week and all of the things. And so nonetheless, he wanted to say something to the haters who feels that, quote unquote, anybody that's on YouTube is, quote unquote, being dried up and all this and that. And he's like, no, I know my worth. I've been on YouTube 14 years, this and that. Like the networks that came back and said that the number that Funky Dineva was requesting for his salary was too high, and that was outside of their budget to pay him. And so somebody left a comment that he had highlighted that said that, Funky Dineva, you're so full of yourself. And Funky Dineva was like, well, what is wrong with me being full of myself? What is wrong with me listing my resume, listing my credentials, and advocating for myself and all of these things? So I guess he was trying to say all of this to say that people don't know what Funky Dineva, the number of people or networks or what have you that continue to reach out to him for him to have his own show, for him to be on one of these network platforms with an hour-long show or however long, where he is the star, where it is all about him, and they want him to put together different storyboards, reels, different things based off of the budget that they send to him and all of the things. And once they get down to the bottom line of what his salary is going to be, basically he's like, listen, looky here, I can stay here on YouTube for that. Basically feels that he is Fox Soul, even though he's not on there. But basically feels as though, you know, it's not Claudia Jordan or Armand Wiggins or anybody else that they want back, that is Funky Dineva that they really want. And that Funky Dineva proved when he left the show that also the show basically was over.
You know, he was the reason
why
why
the show tanked without him. The show didn't survive without him. So nonetheless, that is all that I have for this video. What do you guys think of this? What do you think of what Funky Dineva has said? Basically, he is alleging in regards to Joy Reid that she's better off being on YouTube because, truth be told, he's saying essentially bloggers and people on social media and on the digital platforms, on TikTok, on YouTube, wherever else that are creating content are making more money these days than the people that are on these cable networks. Or the people that are making the millions on the cable networks still have to stay within certain parameters and have to stay with a certain script, with a certain, you know, set of rules and regulations and things that they got to follow. However, I feel like that's not the case. I feel like on Foxo, they get away with a lot that they can say basically anything they want to as it pertains about anybody else. Whoa. So I just feel like it's that way for CNN and MSNBC. But I feel like for Fox News, like if you do the unfortunate time of like having to sit through some of those shows, y'all, there is not a you know, hey, you need to follow these rules. No, the only rules are support Trump and continue to support Trump, and we don't care what else you have to say.
Pretty much.
So nonetheless, there's that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post the content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.
Thank you to the gorgeous Anonymous. Like, comment, subscribe to her channel. So here's the thing, right? First of all, I did not know that Funky Dineva was on Sister Circle. I thought Sister Circle was for women. Maybe he did like a guest appearance. I don't know. You know what I mean? But here's the thing, right? To be drunk as the show is on the air is completely foul, right? Now, that's time management, okay? Now, listen. If Brainley's virtual tour got on Fox Soul, weeknights at 6/5 Central, only on Fox Soul, right? I got from the time I wake up, which my work day would probably start around 9 a.m. And I would check in with my virtual tour team. And, you know, we would talk about, you know, what's happening in the culture, you know, Good Morning America Today, CBS Mornings, you know, who are y'all watching on YouTube, what stories are percolating, all that stuff. And then we'll go, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, of do I have something to say? Not so much what my opinion is, but do I have something to say on this destination? Then everybody fights for their destination. There's like, okay, so we got 6 destinations here. We got 7 destinations. And I have from what the meeting will probably wrap up to 11 o'clock, which I probably would not be doing the morning editions at that point because my check is coming from the 6/5 Central live show. So basically, I got from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. that night to be responsible. Okay, listen. And the $1.5 million budget. Because here's the thing, right? If you're doing this on Fox Soul, then what do you need a $1.5 million budget for? Because my laptop is about $1,000. I pay what, 20-something bucks for StreamYard a month. Then I pay what, $14.99 for Canva to make the thumbnail, and boom. there's the show, right? So I don't really need $1.5 million. Now, if Funky Dineva was going to do a live in-person show, then that's a little bit different because we got to pay for building the sets. Then we got to pay for, you know, then we got to pay for a social media marketing team. We got to pay for our audience department to get the people in. We got to pay for accounting. We got to pay bookers. It's a lot that goes into a talk show. So I think for me, what was the context of it? Were you just going to do a YouTube show? Because honestly, all you would have to do was just pitch them your YouTube show, just a little more formatted. Why did I say like that? Formatted. Formatted. And just give it to them. That's really all you had to do. But I don't know. I don't know about $1.5 million budget. I mean, okay. I mean, I pitched myself to Tubi, for Tubi Studios, and then, you know, later on down the line, they did We Got Time Today with Coach Deion Sanders and Roxy Diaz. And then I pitched myself to NBC Universal to get Rayleigh's virtual tour on the E network, because E is Atlanta reruns and it desperately needs content. So that's what I gotta say on that. Very, very interesting things there. All right, y'all. More virtual tour live coming up right from the space right here and right now. Let me see if I can go to my email quickly, because I got this email earlier today. Let's see. Here, because y'all, this is exciting. This is exciting. Now, as y'all know, Wicked for Good will be premiering in November. Actually, when does Wicked for Good premiere? By the way, you could have got the digital premiere on New Year's Eve, and I think February 6th. You could have got the physical DVD, which has tons of bonus features, right? But let me see. When does Wicked for Good come out? When does Wicked for Good come out? So November 21st, 2025. So by Thanksgiving time, you guys will get Wicked for Good. Now, of course, Emerald City and Schmiz University and everything in between, you're probably wondering, okay, is there a possibility, right? Is there a possibility that this could grow legs and to be more than just a film? Well, wait for it as it loads up here for me. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hopefully all is well for all of you. Here it is here from KTLA 5, LA's very own Universal Studios executive hints at Wicked themed attractions right there. Good news, Wicked themed attractions could be coming to a Universal Studios theme park after one company executive talked about the possibility of the Land of Oz to life. Universal's theme park chief, Mark Woodbury, discussed the possibility in an interview with the New York Times and teased secret plans for the Wicked-themed attractions. This will not be the first time Universal has developed experiences themed to the popular Broadway show and now movie. Before Wicked's movie released last October, Universal Studios Hollywood showcased props from the film and released new food and merchandise themed to the film. At Universal Studios Orlando, guests had the chance to visit Wicked, the experience where visitors could see Shiz University and Emerald City, other Wicked locations. I think it is still up, if I'm not mistaken, in Orlando, Florida. According to blog post, Universal Studios Japan also hosted an abbreviated version of the Broadway show from 2006 to 2011. So it was usually about what, maybe an hour and 30 minutes. They brought it down to 30 minutes. Due to the success of the Wicked movie, many Universal fans have wondered if a Wicked theme park would be in the works and where it would be located. Some thought the best fit would be Epic Universe, Universal Studios Orlando's newest theme park, slated to open in May. Other Universal Studios theme park attractions have been based on successful movie releases. In 2023, Universal Studios Hollywood opened up Super Nintendo World in conjunction with the release of the Super Mario Bros. Movie. New attractions based on How to Train Your Dragon franchise will also be coming to Epic Universe because there is a live action edition of How to Train Your Dragon, the movie, coming out soon. Woodbury didn't share where the proposed Wicked attractions will be located. Of course, because you want the fans to guide you to where the attractions need to be. Very smart, Mark. Instead of telling the people where to go or where the attraction should be, you just say, you know what, we're interested. Now, it would make sense for Epic Universe because there are grass patches for future portals, right? Universal Studios Hollywood is a lot smaller of a park. Now, of course, you have Jupiter's Claim from Nope, so maybe y'all can recreate that. I know that you guys got rid of the Fast and Furious, that horrible tram ride, so maybe you could do something with Wicked there. But yeah, it's quite interesting. But you know what? I think personally, I think that it might be coming sooner than we think. I think it might be coming sooner than we think. Hang on, y'all. Let me see this here. So I want to sign in here. Oh, come on, damn it. Come on now. I know her technology wants to be, so give me a moment here. Because I do want to see something here. Continue without subscribing. Okay, there we go. Okay, we'll bring that article up here in just a minute. But with that being said, I do want y'all to know that I think Wicked is going to be here sooner than you think. Right here from Gizmodo, right here. Wicked is finally getting its true theme park moment at Universal Fan Fest nights. Now, if you don't remember, we did talk about Universal Fan Fest nights, and we told you all of the different franchises from Jujutsu Kaisen, One Piece, Dungeons and Dragons, Super Nintendo World. I'm trying to think what else. I think that's all of them. Hang on, let me make sure that I went through all of them, because I know I think that was all of them. Oh, and how can I forget Star Trek and Back to the Future, and then the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Yes, indeed. Okay, all right. My bad to those franchises. Okay, that was not on purpose. Okay, but here it is. Here, meet and greets with Elphaba and Glinda at Universal Studios Hollywood Sentinel. More eyes on the horizon. This is exciting. It's good to see them, isn't it? Elphaba and Glinda will be joining the lineup at Universal Fan Fest nights. The after-hours fandom celebration will debut the highly anticipated Wicked meet and greet at Universal Studios Hollywood for theme park and movie fans during the separately ticketed event. This follows up the characters' recent short stints at Universal Orlando and Universal Studios Singapore, where they seem to take a long way to reach the West Coast. And it seems that this is only the beginning for Oz at Universal. The Wicked characters joining Fan Fest night comes after a recent tease from Universal's theme park chief, Mark Woodbury, who told the New York Times that the company has secret plans in the works for experiences inspired by Universal's Pictures blockbuster musical motion picture star Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo. A part of us hopes that the Oscar-nominated co-stars might don their own costumes for one of the nights. And there's a precedent for it. Lupita Nyong'o did as a surprise during Halloween Horror Nights in the the Us House, based on the Jordan Peele horror film. Oh my God. Can you imagine? Like you're going through the Us House, that's Lupita Nyong'o in front of your face. Like what the what? And Ryan Gosling showed up at the premiere of the Fall Guy mini stunt show at the parks, and not for nothing, but Rhonda is known for a huge theme park nerd rather. Even if that wish doesn't end up coming true, it's delightful to see Wicked at Universal destinations as soon. Wicked director John M. Chu truly created a world fans can't wait to be a part of it. Me and the Wicked Witch of the West and Glinda the Good Witch will hold them over until whatever is next gets announced. Here is our suggestion with the news that the Fast and Furious Supercharged portion of the studio tour will be vacating its drive-through 360 experience on the attraction. Perhaps the Universal Studios tram can magically become the train for 2 hours for one short day in their Emerald City. Great minds think alike there. Eventually, we hope we'll get to travel somewhere over the rainbow. Don't worry, I will never be singing in a film. Not here, not there, not anywhere. Really, I am. That's why I host. Okay. To an Oz land at Epic Universe or Universal Studios Islands of Adventure, which houses franchises inspired by books. So it'll be a perfect fit. The future is truly unlimited. And so here it is here. Let's see. Play it. Yeah. What's understood does not need to be explained. Right here, we have 2 exciting Universal Fan Fest nights updates to share. First, snap a pic with Elphaba and Glinda as the Wicked characters make their Universal Studios Hollywood debut at Universal Fan Fest nights. And due to popular demand, by the way, y'all missed out on a way to make that happen. You know, back to popular. Y'all can still do it. You know, just credit me, Braylon Lee, for giving y'all the idea. But anyway, let's roll on. We've added May 15th for one additional night to really go there. So awesome stuff there. Universal Fan Fest nights feature exclusive Wicked, One Piece, Star Trek, Back to the Future, Dungeons and Dragons, Nintendo, and Harry Potter experiences begins Friday, April 25th, and continues on select nights through Sunday, May 18th at Universal Studios Hollywood. You can buy tickets by clicking that link there. So that is awesome. And by the way, shout out to and here it is right here. They just updated. Here it is right here. Meet Elphaba and Glinda. Strike a pose and snap a pic with Elphaba and Glinda as the Wicked characters make their meet and greets at Universal Fan Fest nights. And by the way, shout out to Universal for allowing, because if you guys saw the picture there from Gizmodo, like I said, representation does matter. And as we saw there, that looks like a Black woman right there. Shout out to y'all for respecting the storytelling and not allowing a racist, bigoted, and everything in between piece of asshole in Washington to dictate how y'all move. Disney, do better. Okay. All right. Moving on. Just had to get that out of my system. But yeah, it looks like you will be able to cosplay costume rather. So they do have a Elphaba and Glinda meet and greet. That line is gonna be so long. I promise you it's going to be so long. Are you kidding me? Are you? I just wanted to read the article. Really? Is this what we're doing? You know what? That's okay. Because somebody's got to repost the article. Somebody. Let me see. Hang on, I'm trying to get the article here. Hey, let me see something. Maybe if I go on my laptop, maybe not my laptop, I'm on my laptop now. Universal Theme Parks, New York Times. Copy. Got it. That's a little pro tip. If you're on your phone and you're able to copy the whole article, you can get the content for free. Just a little pro tip. Now I'm going to go to documents and post it into a docs file, and then we read the article there. Come on here. Paste. Aha, there it is. Okay, right there. All right, let me get the article up here. We go to documents. Let me go to the untitled document. All right, here it is here, everybody. Universal theme parks long in Disney shadow expand at dizzying pace. Right here. How high is up? When Mark Woodbury came, there we go. When Mark Woodbury came to became Universal's theme park chief in 2022, he pressed his lieutenants to answer that question. The former architect was not referring to a roller coaster incline. Universal Parks had already become a surprising growth engine for NBC Universal, but Mr. Woodbury saw an even bigger opportunity to lift the business firmly out of Disney shadow. How do we become the destination of choice in each of our markets that we operate in, and in all the markets that we choose to expand into? He said in a recent interview. Mr. Woodbury, 67, is starting to unveil the answers. This week, Universal unveiled theming for a new park in Texas aimed at families, and an opening date for an attraction in Nevada focused on horror fans. Those come on top of an expansion in Los Angeles and a massive theme park development in Orlando, Florida that will open this spring. It's considering wicked attractions and a major park for Britain too. Comcast, which owns NBC Universal, has not disclosed budgets for the projects, but analysts say that the Orlando project alone cost roughly $7 billion. As businesses, theme parks come with numerous risks. They are vulnerable to swings in the economy. Visitor safety is a constant battle. Attractions require costly upkeep, escalating labor costs, threaten margins. But those challenges are outweighed by the potential for added profit. Comcast has decided. I could not be prouder of the trajectory and growth strategy. Mike Kavanaugh, Comcast president, said in an email. Some of the projects are designed to bring Universal-style thrills to audiences in new markets. On Wednesday, the company announced that a year-round attraction called Universal Horror Unleashed will open in Las Vegas in August, with tickets priced from $59 to $149. The 100,000 square foot attraction will include 4 haunted houses, head to movies like The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Exorcist, Believer. It will also serve alcohol. Now, here's the thing. Far be it from me. Let me see here. Do you have information on the 3 American women missing in Belize? No, I do not, but I will definitely find out and bring it to you. For sure. Like I said, I appreciate this. And like I said, anytime that you guys see any story out there or any destination, just DM me on Instagram. I do not mind taking a look and diving in, because you never know. It could be a destination. But no, I have no idea on that. But I will definitely do my research for sure. And thank you very much for that. One thing for sure, if you're going to Universal Studios in Florida, Disney World, period, have plenty of money. Absolutely. I went to Disney, took 6 people. We stayed on the Disney grounds. A condo was $5K. It was a $5K trip for sure, with airfare, all accommodations. Absolutely. Thank you, Greta, for all of that good energy right there. Let's see here. Oh, this is what I was about to say. I don't know how healthy it is to go into any of those 4 haunted houses and then drink alcohol afterward. It's like, hey, how's it going? Hey, can I get a margarita? I just been attacked by a guy with a chainsaw. Can I please get? Are you sure? Are you sure? Shut the hell up! I need a decompressing drink right now. My life was almost attacked. Well, you went into the house. It don't matter. I need to decompress. I just don't know if alcohol and horror mix well. But hey, what do I know? We're just talking. On Friday, Universal announced that its first Universal Kids Resort focused on children ages 3 to 8 under construction near Dallas will offer rides and play areas themed to movie franchises like Shrek, Trolls, Minions, Puss in Boots, and Jurassic World. The 32-acre starter park is expected to open next year. We're going to roll these out across the country and the world, Mr. Woodbury said. They are relatively cheap. Mr. Woodbury said at a 2023 conference that the first Horror Unleashed in the Universal Kids Resort will cost several $100 million combined. On April 25th, Universal Studios Hollywood in Los Angeles will introduce FanFest nights and evening hour separately ticketed event built around Star Trek, Back to the Future, and Dungeons and Dragons cosplay. Also, two Jujutsu Kaisen, One Piece, Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Super Nintendo World, and now Wicked. That runs until May 18th. It represents another of Mr. Woodbury's growth strategies, find ways to make older Universal parks work harder. Tickets start at $74 and reach $373 for a VIP offering. Then comes Epic Universe, a 750-acre development in Orlando that includes a theme park and 3 hotels. That's the Universal Grand Helios or Helios Hotel, Terra Luna Hotel, and Stella Nova Hotel. Stella Nova is already opened. That opened on January 21st. Terra Luna was also supposed to open up with that, but I think it's going to open. The Terra Luna will be opening March 15th, I think, if I'm not mistaken. When it opens on May 22nd, Epic Universe will be Florida's first major new park in a generation, and Universal hopes a property that will reverse a long-standing business dynamic with Walt Disney World to the south. Mr. Woodbury wants families to view the Universal Orlando Resort as a week-long destination, not just a 1 or 2 day add-on to a Disney vacation. And so here's a rendering of that. Can I zoom in? Let me see. Can I? There we go. So there is a rendering of the hotel there for sure. Now, listen, if y'all have a Shrek ride, I promise you it's going to be big kids like myself going to see Shrek, okay? I'm just going to keep it a buck. Shrek is amazing. I'm not saying the other franchises are not amazing, but Shrek holds a special place in everybody's heart in some shape, form, or fashion. We want people to think of us first. He said the Universal Land Resort currently includes 3 theme parks. New York Times, I need you to get on your ish, okay? Universal Studios Florida, Islands of Adventure, and Volcano Bay. Volcano Bay is a water theme park. I do not know what's wrong with y'all. Universal has said this to y'all several times, that it is the 3rd gate. And they're a whole live on it because I got that pissed off at y'all for not putting respect on Volcano Bay's name, okay? Good Lord. And a shopping dining district called City Walk, okay? The park will attract roughly 10 million visitors in its first full year of operation, according to Marnoff Natherson. So far, Epic Universe tickets for the general public have been sold only as multi-day packages. The least expensive option for Floridians is $352 to $521, with the cost fluctuating based on the calendar, and provides 1-day entry to Epic Universe and 2 days at the older parks. Disney has watched Universal's insurgency with a clenched jaw. In 2014, when the Universal Parks broadened their focus to fans with young children, Disney's turf Robert A. Iger, Disney's chief executive, questioned whether Comcast was serious about the theme park business. I think the jury is still out to see how much they are willing to invest and what kind of creativity they have to invest in. Bob Iger, sir, there is a dragon named Dart that people are excited about, and I believe somebody's going to try to steal that cute little dragon out the park. Sir, did you not see the Universal Epic Universe commercial You know what? Let me show it to Bob Iger. Not like Bob Iger is watching the show, but just in case, here is Bob Iger. Here's how excited, here's how invested, and here's how much creativity Universal has. Here we go.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Was that good enough for you, Bob Iger? Did that tell you everything that you need to know? I'm just saying. You guys made a commercial for Walt Disney World where somebody pointed out that you utilized Disneyland and that you didn't even utilize Disney World, and then you put Walt Disney Worlds. You put an S at the end of Disney World. Sir, I'm going to need you to get on your assignment, okay? Okay, and Josh tomorrow, y'all need to hire me at this point. Y'all need to hire Braylon Lee and La Renee Creole and hanging with Erica and Raph and Ronnie Bradley. You need to hire us for it because you actually need us quite desperately. Just gonna keep it a buck there. In the years that followed, Comcast spent billions on to open a park in China, expanded Japan, and add attractions in Florida. More recently, Disney has dismissed the threat of greater competition from Universal in Florida, contending that a rising tide lifts all boats. The Universal guys will gain a little bit of share, but we will see more category growth than we see share loss. Hugh Johnston, Disney's chief financial officer, said at a December conference, net it all works out okay. Monet Nathanson estimated that Epic Universe would simpson 1 million visitors from Disney World from the mid-2025 to the end of 2026. Here's the thing that I don't get, right? You say a rising tide lifts all boats. Most of y'all projects are going to be up with construction walls, right? So if I'm looking, let's just say if I have family, right? I have my family, right? I got my mom, my dad, my sister. But we're talking about me being married with kids. If I am a family and I'm looking at summer 2025, I'm like, okay, well, Disney World has all construction walls up. And then on top of it being more expensive, and then on top of me waking up at 2 o'clock in the damn morning to make dinner reservations, and not to mention I got to buy lightning lane passes just to skip the lines and stuff like that, I am more stressed out about planning for a vacation where all I'm actually going to see is construction walls rather than going to Universal where all the attractions are working and I can actually stretch my dollar and there's a whole new park. I'm going to Universal, logically, okay? In 2023, the most recent year for which attendance numbers were available, Universal Parks attracted 61 million visitors worldwide, a 70% increase from a decade earlier. Disney Parks at 142 million, up 7%. Universal's momentum has come in part from closer collaboration with a corporate sibling, Universal Pictures. right here. In 2023, Universal Studios Hollywood opened a major Mario Bros. Attraction in lockstep with the release of the Super Mario Bros. Movie by Universal Pictures and Illumination. Epic Universe will open in May with rides themed to the How to Train Your Dragon franchise from DreamWorks. Universal Pictures will release a big budget How to Train Your Dragon reboot in June. We've cultivated a creative and commercial shorthand across all of our teams, and that ease and comfort with one another allows us to pull levers across our company to amplify our respective strategies. Donna Langry, chairman of NBC Universal Entertainment Studios, said Mr. Woolberry still has secret plans for significant attractions themed to Wicked, another Universal movie. When I first saw him, my reaction was, this is a theme park waiting to happen. And so there it is there. So a couple of comments here from that article. Let's see. It says here from Rick Rogers from Manchester, across the pond. Honestly, someone needs to take the fight to Disney parks. They have outsized market share, and based on the quality of the experience they give, they really don't deserve it. Perhaps the increased competition between the two will lead to Disney actually trying to make their theme park, their park experience better, because I'm going to be honest, Universal has the better park experience right now. Jen from Florida, our family kids ages 8, 10, 13 definitely prefers Universal. Disney has got too expensive and requires way too much planning for a fun day. Universal has something for everyone, much better options for a good lunch/dinner. At Citywalk before heading back to the parks, I'm happy to see them expanding, although I must give Disney a shout out for their feud with DeSantis. Absolutely. Tom J. from Berwyn, Illinois. In the fall, I went to Florida, Epcot, and the Magic Kingdom for the first time in my 66-year-old life. And Disney does it right. Okay, that's a good comment for Disney. Kurt Ford, Seattle. I'm rooting for them. My family visited Disney last summer, and the booking system was confusing and stressful. Disney, this is coming from human beings, okay, that you asked, is somebody going to pass away in the next 5 years, or when they're going to receive an inheritance? Yes, Disney did do that in a 47-page survey to Disney Vacation Club members. The entire experience seemed like a nickel and dime gamified vacation over which pass to get and where to go when. My wife and I hated it. Fortunately, our kids loved it, but we won't be going back. Hopefully this interjects some much needed competition. Blue Dog Democrat from Savannah, Georgia. Disney World feels like a money grab, so competition wouldn't hurt them. Satima from Honolulu. I recently visited Universal Studios Osaka. I had a blast. It was well themed. The crowds weren't too bad. I went in early January. The cool weather was perfect walking around. I really enjoyed how it was connected to the city by rail and how affordable it was. Last time I went to Disney World, it was awful. It was hot and more crowd than the Yamamoto line during rush hour. It was so bad that it triggered my father's PTSD from serving in the U.S. Army in Afghanistan. Thank you for your service for sure. This was before Fast Pass was taken away. It's probably worse now. Disappointed Earth. So when you go on to the comment section, you can type in your name, where you're from. So I love that this person just doesn't have a name. Their name's Disappointed, and their location is Earth. That's hilarious. Disney needs to stop destroying its parks and focus on expansion and keep the current rides working. And there are more movie rides at other parks than Hollywood Studios, which is not up to par. Rise of Resistance is often broken. The Millennium Falcon ride is just smashing a bunch of buttons, like the Disney app. The roller coaster has been down since Aerosmith imploded. In Toy Story Land, this crowd without shade of benches done on the cheap and not for a good experience. Wow. D from the United States. One of the biggest draws for Universal has been its Harry Potter themed worlds, and Disney first had dibs on Harry Potter and passed up on it. I bet you they're hitting the air now at Disney. With another massive Harry Potter expansion coming in May. It's odd that this article doesn't acknowledge that fact. Very excited for How to Train Your Dragon world and a Wicked themed world as well. PMK from New York. We were avid Disney World goers, going yearly until COVID. Last visit January 2020. We waited 5 years to go back for many of the reasons listed here by others. No more complimentary Disney Magic buses to the hotels. That's from Magical Express. No more free magic bands. No free fast pass when you stay on property. Also, extra magic hours you have to stay at a deluxe hotel. And also, too, it went from 3 hours down to 2 hours. The Lightning Lane was expensive, deceiving, and inconvenient. We just got back for the first time already, visit Universal rather than Disney. Angie from LA, Universal is a giant gift shop with some rides scattered throughout. Everywhere you turn, you're being sold to. And what does Disney do? The heck wrong with you, Angie? Disney creates an immersive world with incredible attention to detail. The only outside branding you'll see is the Dole logo at the Dole Whip stand. There's no comparison. So this is a Disney fan. I do think it's disrespectful to just say Universal, you know, all it is a giant gift shop. Like Disney doesn't sell merchandise either. But nothing but love to you, Angie. Duane Delaney from OHIO. Universal's not moving. Movie screen rides make me want to hurl. Must be cheaper to build than real rides, but no thanks. Ooh, okay then. Valerie from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I love Universal parks besides grandma's that like to suspend who still goes to Disney. Valerie, you have pissed off every Disney adult known to man. Oh my Lord, you are a dangerous one. Jim K, upstate New York. Florida, Texas, you say no thanks. 2 slave states who took up arms against the USA and never repented. 2 states that have large populations of 47 loving, lib-hating, pow-toting white evangelicals. In my opinion, they are not full of places. Besides, the Empire State has just about all that I need. Thank you. Okay, Jim K. Tell us how you really feel. Mountain climber from California obviously doesn't believe in climate change. Those places will be a hellscape in 20 years when they break even. And then Al Scott says, yes, the little cable company HQ in headquartered in Philadelphia has built a $1 billion fun park in China. They should try the one in Camden. The only Camden I know is Camden, Arkansas. But anyway, some very interesting comments. And yeah, Universal, you gotta step it up because you got a lot going on. You got a lot going on rather at Universal than at Disney. So here it is here from Variety.com. Real Housewives of Potomac star Carrie Hugar sentenced to serve 1 year in jail after DUI arrest. Now, I keep seeing, right, that it's 2 years in jail. But from all that I've seen, it's just 1 year in jail. That's from what I've seen. Karen Hugar. Yeah. Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure. Yeah. So it says here, Karen Hugar sentenced to 2 years in prison, but after DUI will only serve 1 behind bars. So I'm confused. Is she spending 2 years in jail or 1 year in jail? Because I believe it's 1 year. Like everybody's been saying, it's 1 year in jail. I'm just keeping it a buck. Jesus Christ. Okay, so it says here, the Real Housewives of Potomac star Carrie Hugar was sentenced on Wednesday to 2 years in jail with 1 suspended following her DUI conviction in December. Okay, so here we go. The Real Housewives of Potomac star Carrie Hugar, nicknamed the Grand Dame on the Bravo show, has been sentenced to a year in jail as a result of a March 19, 2024 DUI arrest. Fox 5 DC reports after she is released, she is not allowed to drive a vehicle for another year. Will also face 5 years of probation. Montgomery County, Maryland judge in the case sentenced Hugar for 2 years with 1 suspended, saying you were filled to the gills with alcohol. It was Hugar's 4th drinking and driving related arrest in 17 years. During the 2024 incident, Hugar crashed her Maserati into a pole in Potomac. Police body cam footage was shown during the trial and later released to news outlets and was shown on Bravo as well, which showed the Real Housewives star appearing to slur and be very intoxicated, all while speaking at length about the show and producer Eddie Cohen to the arresting officer who was not interested. She was found guilty in December on 5 of the 6 charges, including driving under the influence and negligent driving. Hugar was acquitted of reckless driving. Hugar was absent from the season 9 multi-episode Potomac reunion, which was filmed on January 9th. She was in a rehabilitation center following the verdict, which many of her co-stars said they considered to be a play for sympathy before the sentencing. She sent in a video message instead. Throughout the show's 9th season, Hugar filmed shortly after her arrest in March. She proclaimed that she would be exonerated at trial. During the reunion, her castmates said that they felt they had been duped, rather. The day after the crash, Hugar released a lengthy statement to TMZ, which read, "Thank you all for your prayers and well wishes during this very frightening experience. I am still in shock from last night's incident, but I'm grateful to be alive today. With the passing of my beloved mother, grief comes and goes in waves. Mother's Day approaching, it has felt like more of a tsunami. Last night, I met a girlfriend for dinner. We talked and brought up some very emotionally sensitive topics. I was crying on my way home and saw a car heading right for me. I swerved to avoid head-on collision. I hit the diver and then hit a tree. I'm hurt, bruised up a bit, but I'm so grateful I'm alive. I did receive citations, which is one of which was unrelated to the incident, which is understandable. But what was most surprising is that the car that almost hit me just drove away. I would like to stress it's important to understand your emotional state when driving, and may this be a reminder to all to use their seatbelts. My mother may be my guardian angel, but the seatbelt saved my life." Oh, Lord. Well, hey, Anitra J, welcome in. Glad to have you here, my friend. Okay, so 1 year was suspended. It was 2 years. Okay, because that's the thing. I keep hearing that back and forth, like it was 1 year, then 2 years. So basically, she was sentenced for 2 years, 1 year in jail, and then 1 year suspended. That's what I'm getting, right? Okay, all right. So, well, Karen, listen, you were in Fairmount Crest, and now you're going to jail in real life. So, but seriously, it's 1 year. Do what you need to do to come back out and listen. I would like to see Karen Hugar act a little bit more. I did like seeing her rather on Beyond the Gates. All right, y'all, we're going to take a little commercial break. We'll be back with more Virtual Tour Live. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We are live on tour. We'll be back right after this. Whoa.
All day. Yeah, we're working, let me play. You know me, work real hard, now we're ready, let's play. Hey, hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go, yeah. Hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, drop it to the floor, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, drop it to the floor, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, drop it to the floor, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, drop it to the floor, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder.
Sweet boy and blue, one look at you, and it was plain to see you were my destiny. God, you are found. I come from your face. Our son is your son. Welcome to the celebration. We all we got. I'll do that. Don't you leave here to go for happiness. I want you to leave here to show that.
shot, take a shot, never run trip. C-H-I-C-A-S, 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 C-H-I-C-A-S. Chicas divertidas. Where are the girls that like to have fun? Chicas. Where are the girls that like to have fun? Chicas. Where are the girls that like to have fun? Chicas. Where are the girls that like to have fun?
Each of you are in a relationship with somebody you have never met before.
We have been chit-chatting for about 5 months. We have been together for 4.5 years now.
I'm gonna go meet my man.
I'm just hoping that he likes me in real life.
I've been keeping something from you.
Each of you are in a relationship with somebody you have never met before.
We have been chit-chatting for about 5 months. We have been together for 4.5 years now.
I'm gonna go meet my man.
I'm just hoping that he likes me in real life.
I've been keeping something from you.
I'm loving it.
All right, back. Welcome back into Brayley's virtual tour live. I will be reviewing that show that Never Ever Met when that comes back on in April. In addition, Temptation Island, and then I gotta figure out how to put Beyond the Gates on this channel somehow. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but good Lord Jesus, give me some time, okay? Because my Lord, just it's so much content to keep up with, y'all. But I promise you, we're gonna figure out a way to do this together, okay? All right. So we kicked off the show with BET celebrating 45 years of being a platform. Then Funky Dineva apparently lost his job at Sister Circle by being drunk the night before, and Fox Soul keeps coming to him with his own show and giving him a $1.5 million budget to work that out. Then we talked about Wicked and how there might be some Wicked attractions coming, or maybe a Wicked themed land. And of course, you will be able to meet Elphaba and Glinda at your Russell Fan Nights. Yes, indeed, out in Hollywood. Then we talked about Karen Hugar, who has been sentenced to 2 years to prison, but is going to be 1 year in jail and then another year of probation when she gets out of jail. So 2 years basically. And yeah, so with that being said, more virtual tour live coming up right from the space right here, right now. Here we go, y'all, from CNN Business. I thought this was interesting. Tropicana is in big financial trouble here. Here we go. Florida has been blasted with stronger hurricanes than ever before. A prolific disease carried by insects continues to devastate orange groves. And on top of all that, consumers are watching their sugar intake. It's adding up to a disaster for Tropicana orange juice. Tropicana, founded in 1947 by an immigrant from Sicily who developed a process for freezing concentrated orange juice. By the way, shout out to that. So for 47 and all of you who voted for him, an immigrant made orange juice happen, okay? All right? They made Tropicana. So some of y'all are like, oh my God. Listen, honey, listen. I do declare as a redneck, we got to get rid of this Tropicana orange juice because it was created by an immigrant. Do we really have to? Yes, we got to get rid of this. This is from an immigrant. That's just like Jack Daniels. For those of you who don't know, there was a black man named Uncle Nathan near a screen who taught Jack Daniels on how to make whiskey. So that Jack Daniels whiskey you're drinking, that was actually created by a black man. Just in case you did that, is in financial distress, which could head for bankruptcy. Tropicana Brands Group, which owns Tropicana, Naked, Cavita, and other juice drinks, has seen sales and profit deteriorate over years. The company's revenue slipped 4% last quarter, and its income dropped 10%, according to Debtwire, a financial services publication. Actions from its owners paint a much more dire picture. PAI, or PAI Partners, a European private equity firm that took a controlling ownership stake in the company 4 years ago from PepsiCo, recently provided a $30 million emergency loan to Tropicana, showing that they are a lender of last resort and they are not confident of any value remains from their initial investment, said Tim Hines, the head of credit research at Debtwire. PepsiCo, which still owns a minority stake in the company, also said that it wrote down the value of its investment by $135 million last quarter. Tropicana's financial difficulties have raised concerns about how the company will manage its balance sheet. Hines said Tropicana faces an uphill battle. Tropicana and PAI Partners, PAI, did not respond to CNN's request for comment. Supply shortages in top orange growing areas worsened by climate change influenced disasters like several hurricanes, several severe hurricanes rather in Florida, and intense droughts in Brazil, plus higher prices, competition, and changes in Americans' diets have hammered Tropicana. The Department of Culture expects this year's orange production to be the lowest in 88 years. There is an orange grove right there, falling oranges and damaged trees, following Hurricane Ian in 2022. Hurricanes and extreme weather events have hurt orange production. That is a sad state of affairs right there for sure. Orange production has become so tough that Alco, a major supplier to Tropicana, ended its citrus growing operations. The company said last month that growing citrus is no longer economically viable for us in Florida, with disease and hurricanes reducing its production by 73% over the last decade. Consumer trends have also hurt orange juice. Customers are replacing orange juice with tea, benefits like improved immune systems or energy levels, analysts say. Within the orange juice market, Tropicana is getting squeezed on the lower end by Coca-Cola's cheaper Minute Maid brand and the higher end by Simply, which has done similar prices to Tropicana's, and is grabbing consumers willing to pay more for orange juice, said Duane Stanford, the publisher of Beverage Digest. Tropicana is facing a cornucopia of challenges, or they could did an orange copia of challenges, because it's an orange juice store, Orange production, Hurricane Milton battered Florida last year with deadly tornadoes, historic rain, and high winds, and the storm was supercharged by climate change, according to a scientific analysis. It also devastated Florida's orange industry. Florida accounts for the majority of oranges produced in the United States. Milton came across the center of the state. It really impacted probably 70% of the most productive citrus acreage in Florida. Matt Joyner, CEO of Florida Citrus Mutual, an advocacy group for growers, said last year, it's not just atmospheric disasters that have devastated the industry. Orange production and in the United States has declined in recent years due to the spread of citrus green disease, a bacterial infection that cuts off key nutrients to orange trees, which first hit Florida in 2005. Trees infected with the disease produce fewer low-quality oranges and eventually die. Oh, that is so sad. Why do diseases have to exist though? Like, disease never really serves any quality function or purpose or space. You know what I mean? Orange production in the United States was forecast to drop 10% in 2024 to 2.2 million tons due to weather and disease problems, especially citrus greening in Florida. According to the USDA, production in Florida was forecast to drop 33%, while production in California was expected to drop 1%. Price hikes. Even as people have stopped buying as much orange juice, supply issues have led orange juice prices to soar. Regardless, orange juice prices are nearly double compared to 2020, reaching record highs in late 2024. The average price of a 12-ounce bottle of orange juice was $4.50 in January, up from $2.30 in January 2020, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. And those high prices are turning off customers even more, says Stephanie Matucci, an analyst at market research company Midell. Only 19% of U.S. consumers think orange juice is a good value, according to the Midell survey of 2,000 consumers in April for a report on juice drinks. Rising orange juice prices have come as prices on other foods such as eggs are surged. Customers at dollar stores are abandoning orange juice more quickly than shoppers at grocery stores, warehouse club stores, and big box chains, says Chris Kostagi, vice president and the food insights lead at market research firm NIQ. Dollar stores that typically cater to lower income customers, and the pullback sign. In the pullback, there is a sign that most prices of shoppers are dropping orange juice, he said. Recently, rather than raising prices, Tropicana tried to address rising costs by shrinking its bottle, but the move backfired. Whew, yeah. Tropicana ditched its distinct carpe with its circular shape, thinning neck, and crown-like bottle cap. Over the summer, rolled out more traditional plastic-looking plastic bottle and downsized about 52 ounces to 46 ounces. Tropicana also narrowed the label to fit the more compact bottle. Orange juice fans were frustrated about the new look and protested that Tropicana was ripping them off by selling small bottles. Tropicana told CNN at the time that the company changed the bottle to address feedback from customers, including making it easier to pour and store while reducing plastic in the cap. I mean, so this right here, I can definitely see how that can kind of happen because, you know, how kids are. And let's just say, you know, a kid forgets to close the lid and then all the orange juice spills out. So with the plastic cap, you know what I mean, it makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean? So that's just me. I get what they're trying to do, but also, too, it's the same thing with, you know, Powerade. The bottles used to be bigger, but then they shrunk it. Now it's like a kid bottle. With all due disrespect, sugar overload, consumers changing ideas of health have also hurt orange juice and other fruit juice, which are relatively high in sugar and calories. Today, fresh pressed green juices, enhanced water, protein packed beverages are considered healthier than orange juice. Conscious of changing taste, Tropicana has attempted to stay ahead. In 2023, Tropicana launched a zero sugar line. Tropicana also released limited edition bottles without the letters A and I in its name to Tropicana to bring attention to its natural ingredients. The marketing stunt was aimed at highlighting that there's nothing artificial, and there's never been anything artificial in the brand's orange juice. So AI, artificial intelligence. Tropicana is also shifting into faster growing drinks. Last year, the company introduced Tropicana Refreshers, a line of non-orange juice drinks, and a line of sparkling drinks. But Tropicana's brand synonymous with orange juice, shifting customers' association with Tropicana after nearly 80 years is difficult, says Stanford from Beverage Digest. When so much of your business focused 100% is focused around 100% orange juice, it takes some time to diversify. Woo! Well, I will say this, right? Hey, Teresa Ray, welcome and good to see you. I will say this about Tropicana. You know, I came up with something called the Tropicana, and what did I come up with? I said this would be a Manaosa. So basically, Tropicana Manaosa. That's what I meant to say. So basically, have Tropicana orange juice with Terramana tequila, right? Because, you know, mimosas are usually champagne or orange juice. So it would be champagne, orange juice, and Terramana tequila. I do think that Tropicana may need to go into the alcoholic market. There is a canned mimosa company called, let's see, Canned Mimosa. So yeah, it's called OHZA. So Oza, so orange juice and mimosa. So that is still around this very day. And I think if Tropicana got into the alcoholic market, I think it would do a lot of good. I don't think Tropicana will go away. I don't want to go into bankruptcy because I love my orange juice. I think most people do, right? And when I heard this, I'm like, there ain't no way. Really, people are dropping orange juice like that? I mean, that means you have to drop Sunny D too, right? So, and by the way, Sunny D did vodka seltzer. So I think if Tropicana went into that alcoholic market, I think they would be just fine. So there is that. All right, y'all. more virtual tour live coming up right from this space right here, right now. Now, I thought this was really cool. I did not know what this was. But here it is here from TechCrunch. Right here. Hinge launches a new feature for daters to privately share details with matches. You match with Jane. Jane has something to share with you before you start chatting. Right here. I have ADHD sometimes. I respond in my head, forget to reply. Don't be afraid to double message me. I appreciate the reminder. Here we go. The dating app Hinge launched a new feature called Match Note on Wednesday, allowing users to privately share information with matches that they haven't shared publicly on their profile. Users can add a match note by going to their profile, similar to how they can add a text prompt. The note is always visible to new matches, but they'll only be able to read it once. To complete the match, the other person also must acknowledge the note to start the conversation. They can also choose to unmatch the other person after seeing the match note. Hinge explains that this feature is designed to support underrepresented groups, particularly LGBTQIA+ and neurodivergent users who face unique challenges on dating apps. For example, transgender users may not feel comfortable disclosing their identity in their profiles, but still want to be upfront with their matches. The feature may also allow neurodivergent users to share their needs in a more private manner, or help sober daters set up a first date that doesn't involve drinking. Match Note could also enable users to express their relationship and communication styles before messaging someone who may not align with their preferences. You know what? I think that this is a wonderful idea. You know what I mean? For example, if somebody has ADHD or autism, or, you know, there's a private thing that's going on with them, I do think that that allows you to have the right to approve or disapprove, you know, your experience. And I've always have said that Hinge to me is the best dating app. And I do have some matches, right? They haven't really went anywhere because there's the thing, dating apps have become more like entertainment, and it's not really a lot of real connections. I'm not saying that you can't get somebody, okay? But I do believe that this is going to do a lot more good than bad. So yeah, so shout out to Hinge for making it do what it do. All right, y'all, more virtual tour live coming up right from this space right here, right now. So I don't know if YouTube heard my live or not, but here it is here from Deadline.com. YouTube rules out return to originals despite TV set doing boom. We have no interest whatsoever in producing our own content at MIP London, okay? So YouTube has point blank ruled out a return to original production even as consumption of the site explodes on TV sets. During a keynote at MIP London today at the IET London Conference Center, YouTube Vice President of EMEA, Pedro Pena, said there was no appetite whatsoever to return to a YouTube original strategy. Oh my Lord. Okay, child. Well, let's get into it. He instead outlined why the Google-owned site was sticking to aggregation and providing a platform for content creators from the kid in their bedroom to the biggest producer. There's a lot of misconceptions about YouTube and fears associated to what YouTube represents and does. His opinion, the first thing to say is that we're an open platform. We exist to provide the ability for content creators from the kid in the bedroom all the way up to the biggest producers who use the platform, upload content, and make it available. The news inside the news is we have no interest in whatsoever in producing our own content. We tried it a bit and did a few experiments. Okay. Interview with Evan Shapiro, the producer and media executive ventured YouTube, has spent a lot of money on YouTube originals, which included sci-fi drama Origin and the first seasons of Cobra Kai, to which Pena quit moving on and added, we're known for let's try, fail fast, and move on. YouTube had pulled away from original scripted programming in 2018, but was still making unscripted shows until 2023. The original production group was broadly disbanded a year before in 2022 after the exit of global head of original content, Suzanne Daniels. The news comes just weeks after YouTube CEO Neil McCann revealed the platform that it now gets most that gets more of its rather total U.S. viewership on TV sets rather than mobile devices or desktop devices. The new television doesn't look like the old television, he observed in an annual letter to the YouTube community earlier this month. Instead, Pena laid out the argument for YouTube as an aggregator and partner for content creators. Google parent Alphabet as a company is very good at producing platforms, he said, referencing the likes of Android and Google TV. For us to be successful, we need other people to actually put the content in. He said our commercial success will only exist with other people's content. Our mission is to give that content to users around the world, but in order to do that, we need to have it. Pena used this keynote to lay out how viewing on YouTube has shifted to connected TV around the world way back when we started with desktop, and then we had laptops and moved to tablets and mobile became a thing. He said it now turns out that users want to see us on the bigger screen at their home. Pena said it has not been an active strategy to get viewers to watch YouTube on TV screens, that it had in fact taken Google some time to realize the shift in audience preferences. He added that consumer behavior such as TV set upgrades made during the COVID-19 lockdown had driven change. Some of our highest stats on shorts is in the living room, and long form is, of course, also very present. He said, this is not a shift in our strategy, but staying with the same strategy, we get cues from the users. As Deadline has previously reported, YouTube has steadily been gaining overall share of viewing by TV sets as more viewers turn to streaming and cut the paid TV cord. According to Nielsen earlier today, YouTube revealed that its podcast now draws in over 1 billion active viewers every month. So let's see the 5 comments here. Why would they do originals? They're the biggest intellectual property thieves on the planet. Can you name some of the intellectual property they stole? The overwhelming majority of YouTube content is content creator uploads, legacy corporate content is uploaded and attributed by the IP owner. All this is tracked by Nielsen's The Gauge, and the majority of content consumed on YouTube is creator content, by far not legacy intellectual property. Just wait until Netflix opens up their app to allow user-generated content to be uploaded. That's definitely coming. It's going to be the death knell for every other streamer, more like the death knell for culture itself. Things will objectively be better before the pre-streaming system. There was no shortage of stuff to watch in the early 2000s between broadcast networks, cable, and movie theaters. There was plenty, and a much higher percentage of it was good. We sacrificed quality and quantity for convenience and choice, and pretty soon we won't even have that. So here's what I say to all of this, okay? So this guy right here, Pedro Pitt, sir, you say that there's no space for YouTube originals. Y'all can't make YouTube studios? Really? You can't make YouTube studios and say, hey, to Kempire, we want to produce Kempire. And then, you know, YouTube and Kempire, they sell the show to Hulu, to Netflix, to Max, and then guess what? That's a revenue of income for y'all. So if you don't want to do YouTube originals, that's fine. You can just do YouTube studios, and that can be your production company, because there's plenty of YouTube shows that probably will work out great for streamers and for linear television. So I just think, when I saw this article, I'm just like, okay, really? Is this what we're doing? Is this what we're doing? Is this what we're actually doing? Saying that there's no interest in YouTube originals when it's all about how you execute it? Okay. All right. And finally, y'all, finally, Latocha from Escape, from thatgrapejuice.net. Escape star Latocha Scott reveals that marriage is over and wants to repair a relationship with Tamika Scott. Okay. All right. So Tamika Scott has poured her heart out in a jaw-dropping take of Chris Brown's Residuals challenge. In recent years, the Escape star has been most notable for the drama within her group, the breakdown of her relationship with her sister, Tamika Scott, and murmurs of old money. Having initially taken a hardline defense, Latocha has been quite literally singing a different tune. In the confessional cover, she appears to confirm that her 30-year marriage to polarizing husband manager Rocky is over. She also sings about wanting to repair her relationship with her sister. Take a listen to the piercing performance below. So here we go. Why are you not playing? Okay, baby.
Is this on?
Took some time away, I had to sit and face it. Who can I run to? Feels like nobody lately. Reading through them comments, they say you're having a baby. I don't know who's lying. Maybe I was blind. And of course I miss my sister. This a crazy feeling. But y'all know family shit be needing time for healing. Even in a marriage, ain't nobody perfect. But we've been split 2 years, and my heart is hurting. Gotta build me up, build me up. 30 years just washed away. It took some time, took some years for me to escape this pain. Had to move, losing everything was rough. Talking family, marriage, my blood. Had to move, had to give up on love. I gave up on love. Losing my sister was insane. Kicked out of my group and it's insane. Everybody in the media was tearing me down, down, down. I'm only human. Sis, you've got my word. We gon' have some words about the residual. Truth about it, truth about it, about the residuals. The truth about the residuals.
Well then, she did her thing. I'll give her that. You know, what do I think about this? You know, sometimes you have to go through some stuff to realize some stuff. And I think that's probably what Latocha Scott probably went through. And so the fact that she has had time to be with herself, of herself, and by herself, and the fact that they've been split for 2 years, maybe there was some self-reflection there. But I don't think she needs to prove anything to us. She needs to prove it to her sister. And not just talk about the residuals, but be a solution about the residuals. And that will be up to the group to take her back in. That's my opinion on that. But she definitely did her thing on that. I did not know that Chris Brown even had a challenge. It's going to take more than a song to fix the selfish BS she did. I'll have a hard time trusting her again. And I fully agree. I fully agree that, you know, this can come as, you know, the words of JoJo, it's just a little too late type of energy. No piggly wiggly, stay your ass over there. How did your sister and then run what? Hang on, no pig, stay your ass over there. How you did your sister and then run your mama 3 tag team her was there and penny you made, and then any penny you made off a promo or performance, i.e. gigs need to be sold to her for selling checks, little Miss Potato Head. Okay, well, the most radio-friendly voice in Escape, she is still needed. That was shady. All of them were radio-friendly with their records. That was shady, Pat. Okay, I in your mid R&B world, but not in the international pop world. Just facts. Her voice is a nice addition and complements the other voices as well. But it's not nearly look no further than their sold out tour without her and her flop album without them. Oh my Lord Jesus. They always come crawling back once the marriage is finito. Nah, I'm Gucci now. That man done been messing up your life since the 90s. Well, the people have spoken, haven't they? And with that being said, those are all of our destinations. So I'm gonna turn my camera now because we've done the whole show for an hour. Yes, we have. Oh my Lord Jesus, what a show for y'all tonight. Like I said, shout out to Beyond the Gates. A really, really great soap opera. I did not know if I would, you know, be here for it or not, but really, really great soap. like I said, I think the story that really got to me was Karen Hugar, I think, you know what I mean? Just, you know, you did what you did. Go to jail, make it do what it do, and you will be just fine. Wait a minute. I don't know. I got something right here. Wait a minute, is it just when I'm on camera? Hi, hang on, let me see something. What the hell is going on? Because y'all know it's supposed to be like a background. Hang on, I'm going to go out and come back in. Hang on, y'all. Because, like, the video background is supposed to be background, and I don't know why it's not doing that. Like, what the hell? Like, see what happens when I don't know what's going on. That is odd behavior. Okay, then, well, y'all did see the background. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, so like I said, Karen Huger, you did what you did. Go to jail. Serve your time, you will be fine. You're not the worst person in the world. Like I said, there's a convicted felon in the White House, okay? So just want to say that. Like I said, with Hinge, I think it's a wonderful thing that they are making that available for people today a little bit easier by being able to reveal something that could, you know, maybe smooth some things over for them in their dating process. I think Latocha Scott, you know, singing that song, you know, hey, listen, it's great that you sung that song, but we got to see some actions behind it. You know what I mean? I think that's the biggest thing. YouTube saying that they will never do, you know, originals. Again, I'm just like, yeah, okay. Okay, y'all can do YouTube studios. Like, it wouldn't be that hard to do. And then, not to mention, too, put out a casting call. Like, do you have a show that you've done on YouTube for over a year? And can you show us proof that it's successful and then send it to us, and then it could be a YouTube Studios production? Like, that would be the best way to go about it. Then Tropicana potentially in bankruptcy. I don't want that to happen to Tropicana. I think that is completely out the way for Tropicana. And like I said, who doesn't love orange juice? Who does not love orange juice? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what happened. Oh, you know what? There it is. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Okay, so it was on this the whole time. I'm like, what the hell? Damn. I'm like, where's the background at? Okay, that was odd. But anyway, yes, we are here live on tour, y'all. I was trying to figure out what happened to the background, but we have had it the whole time. I must have hit something. But either way, yeah, I think it's going to take a lot more than just a song just for you to make it do what it do for Latocha Scott. Tropicana, I think they'll be fine. People still going to drink orange juice. Like, the fact that people are dropping orange juice is ridiculous. Is absolutely ridiculous. Wicked, the fact that there could be, you know, a Wicked theme park land, I think would be amazing. The world that director John M. Chu created, oh my God, yes. And if it wins Best Picture at the Oscars, believe you me, they are going to make that world, because guess what? You can go to an Oscar-winning theme park land at Universal Orlando Resort. Believe me, they will definitely do that. Funky Dineva having a $1.5 million budget to do a show. I mean, if you're only doing your YouTube show and you're just putting on Fox, so you don't need a $1.5 million budget. So I guess that's why I'm kind of looking for is like, what's the context there? You know, is that for marketing? Is that for, you know, producers and staff? Like, what is all that money for? And then BET celebrating 45 years. Congratulations, but y'all need to do more. You do. Yes, indeed, you do. So, but yeah, hey, one person, welcome in. Glad to have you here. I appreciate you being here. And thank you to everybody for coming through. I really do appreciate y'all. Thank you. So yeah, we are just chilling out here. Glad to have all of you here. Yes, indeed. Hey, 3 people. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. But yeah, that is absolutely crazy. Latocha Scott trying to get back into Escape. And here's the thing I would ask. Have the conversation with your sister off camera. Don't go to Bravo and say this needs to be a sister sit down live on Bravo. No, we don't need it. Okay. Handle your family business behind the scenes. Good Lord Jesus, please. Because we need more of that energy. Just damn. I guess that's the thing. Is like after all this time, that's how you announce everything. Is you come out and you sing a song about residuals and trying to get back into the group Escape and stuff. Like, it's been a while. Like a lot's happened. Like we got a racist for a president. Like, and this is the way you want to talk about? Okay, I guess. But we'll see. I mean, some people deserve a second chance. I said some, not all. But yeah, so we'll see. We shall see, everybody. Hey, welcome in, 3 people. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We're just here chilling. We went to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 destinations for you this evening. Talking about BET. Making it to 45 years. Funky Dineva. Apparently, he got a Fox Soul offer for his own show. With a $1.5 million budget. Wicked might be a attraction or might be a themed land at Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida, or Hollywood, or just any one of the theme parks. Karen Hugar got arrested. Well, she didn't get arrested, but she got sentenced to jail for 2 years, but 1 year in jail, then 1 year probation. Tropicana might be going through bankruptcy. I don't know, right? Your favorite orange juice might be going through bankruptcy. Hinge has a love note that you can add to a match to like let them know something personal before you make that match. I think that's going to do a lot of good. Then YouTube said that they have no interest in getting into originals, even though all they really would have to do is just do YouTube studios. And just do an open casting call of, hey, do you have a YouTube show that's been successful for a year? Send us a couple of your best shows. Tell us your name, where you're from. Send us your YouTube media kit if you have one. And then guess what? If the show works, then you guys, sell that. And then guess what? YouTube gets half of the money, and then that content creator gets half of the money. And then there you go. So even if you don't want to produce your own content, you can do that in partnership with, Hulu, Max, Netflix, Stars, any one TV networks, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's how I see that. And then Latocha Scott, coming out with residuals. Ooh, Lord, to say we're gonna sit down, talk about the residuals, and try to get back good with your group. Good Lord Jesus, man, what a way to say that. But yeah, it's a lot going on, y'all. It's a lot going on. you, Jesus. Hey, one person, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Yes, indeed. Like I said, I'll be off Thursday, and then Friday I'll be back on with 2 new shows for y'all. I'll be doing a new show at 11 a.m. and then 6 p.m. will be Married to Medicine, and then Sunday will be part 3 of the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion, and then Monday at 6 o'clock will be part 3. Saturday, of course, will be Ready to Love. So me, Dr. Ucha, talk with Solana, our main man Q, and Gigi Nine, and myself will be making it do what it do. So very, very excited to review Ready to Love with them as well. So yes, should be a good time. Nothing but content coming your way. I really got to figure out how to add Beyond the Gates to this channel, because it's just like, good Lord Jesus. Like, I mean, I know the show was going to be great, but I didn't know how great it was going to be, because like I tuned into the first episode and I'm like, oh, they spend no time wasting your time from the jump of the episode. Like, wow, okay. So yeah, we're going to try to find a way to add it to the lineup here. So, and that means I got to do an extra show at 8:30. I don't mind. Like I said, I may not be able to cover it every day, but you know, we're going to try to figure out a way to do it. Even if I got to do like a Friday night live, you know, recap the week of Beyond the Gates, like week 1, this is what happened in episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, 4, and 5. Even if I got to do it like that, I don't mind, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, that was a very good show, Beyond the Gates. I have to say that was a very, very good show. They did their thing. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Excuse me. Sorry. Yes, indeed. But yep, just chilling out. Like I said, if you want to talk about any of the destinations that you see on the road map, just let me know, and I'll let you know what's going on. But yeah, a lot going on. Going on, so I still can't believe Karen Huger's going to jail. Well, I would have never thought Karen Huger would be going to jail. You know what I mean? I just never thought that. I just never would have thought that. But, hey, life does happen. You know what I mean? So, but hopefully she'll make it out and claim a new energy. There was another person that was drunk on the Housewives that came back, but they say that she was more responsible for what she did earlier in her season. They had lied about it, but I mean, Karen Huger's not Jen Shaw and what Jen Shaw did to elderly people. So I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. You know what I mean? But hey, we'll see. We shall see. So. Like I said, I'll probably stay on here till what? Maybe, what, 2:15? 2:15, 2:20, and we'll go from there. Like I said, hopefully it was a good day for you all. Like I said, it's 37 degrees where I'm at right now. So yeah, the weather's been warming up, which is nice. Very, very nice. Tomorrow I will go to work, come home, I'll rest up. Yeah, I'll rest up and I'll be off from YouTube tomorrow. So yeah, kind of taking a break this week from being in chats. Not that I don't see and support still, because I do. Just this week, just kind of sticking to myself. But I'll be back. I'll be back in all the chats and everything. So y'all, I'm doing okay. I'm just kind of being over here this week. So it is all good in the neighborhood, so. Yep, the good thing about Thursdays is it's usually my Friday. So by the time I get off, for work, it's my Friday. So I'm able to come into the house and just chill out. So what the hell? Okay then. Okay, I'm going to save that one. They just came out with that before I go. Oh, okay. Sorry, y'all. As I'm on here with y'all, I'm also looking at jobs on LinkedIn at the same time. Like, that's the crazy thing about LinkedIn. Sometimes it really is about the timing that you. Sometimes it really is about the timing when you're on it, but yeah, that's crazy. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. Sorry about that, y'all. Oh, my Lord. Almost there to 2:15, and then I think we'll head on out. But yeah. Just to chill. I do hope one of the jobs I applied for soon enough will get back to me, because I am sincerely ready to work in my career full time. Because I feel like I've done more than enough, like proving myself. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with proving yourself, but I feel like when you've proven yourself more than enough of like what you do want to get that shot of, you know, okay, let's do this thing. More minutes and then we'll be on our way out of here. Hopefully all is well with all of you. Yep, just laying here in bed resting. I really have learned like resting is quite a blessing. It really, really is. Sometimes you do need to be still before you make your next move. Hey, two people, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Just to chilling out all those destinations we covered there tonight. Went down a rabbit hole and watched some Michael Jackson documentaries and stuff. I was watching Oprah's Michael Jackson interview live around the world, and I think that interview was way before you and I was born. And you know, when you hear live around the world, you really don't think of that, about how powerful that is. But when you think of, you know, Dubai and Germany, Australia and Egypt and all those people, you're just like, well, gee. Really? The world is that big? Yeah. But when you don't, but when you're not, but if you haven't seen the world like that, it's hard to know that you are in a world like that, you know, so. All right, y'all, it is 2:15. Let me get y'all the Daily Motivator up here, and then we'll head on out. But another great show. I thank you guys for coming through. It really did warm my heart tonight to see some of y'all come through. And thank y'all for still rocking with me. I appreciate y'all more and more than you know. And I'm going to just keep taking it one day at a time, and we're going to be just fine. We really, really will. So let me get the Daily Motivator up for all of you. So we were able to figure out that background situation. I'm like, what the hell? So right here, a good heart is better than all the heads in the world. Edward Bulwer-Lytton. Right here, it's time for the Daily Motivator for Wednesday, February 26th, 2025. Expand the goodness. Today, the world is beautiful. You make it even more so. Your thoughts, your words, perceptions, and actions all have influence and impact. Point them toward truth, goodness, love, and fulfillment. The way you live each moment creates energy that flows into your own experience. Plus, it plays a role in the quality of the world around you. Your own integrity contributes to the integrity that exists throughout your life. Every choice you make echoes far beyond you. Live, give, care, and share as if you are part of a whole, as if the whole is part of you, for that is surely the case. Treasure and be mindful of the connection you have with all that is. See the beauty, be the beauty, expand the goodness of life. Ralph Morrison. You know, I really do appreciate this. Expand the goodness. So many times in life, I think that the goodness that's in all of us, sometimes we'll put it on the back burner. You know what I mean? Because we don't know if it will be accepted. And the thing that I will say to each and every one of you is, until you take a swing, you don't know what people will accept. Until you take a swing, you do not know what people will accept. Until you take a swing, you do not know what people will accept. And I've come to recognize that from not just YouTube, but from my life. The experiences that I've gotten to have with my family are some of the best experiences I've ever had. You know, at my job, there's a song called Listen to the Music. And every time that song comes on, I think of Branson, Missouri. And, you know, just to be able to go to Branson and see a whole nother city, that expanded the goodness. Sometimes how you expand the goodness in your life is not really determined by how big something is, but it's by the quality of what people give to you. So the first thing I'll tell you about expand the goodness, recognize that no matter how small it is, as long as it's meaningful and moves you forward, you are always going to expand the goodness. That's the first thing I'll tell you. The second thing I'll tell you is every choice you make echoes far beyond you. And I will say sometimes I forget that. I think we forget that as a people sometimes, is that, you know, getting our rocks off, while it does feel good, sometimes the long game is bigger than just our short-term feelings. You know what I mean? Now, it depends on where your feelings are coming from, right? Because I believe it's something master, you should always speak up on it. But don't allow those feelings to dictate who you are as a person. Because, like I said, life is too short. And there is more to you than what you go through. Amen. So that's the second thing I'll tell you about expand the goodness. And then finally, see the beauty, be the beauty, expand the goodness of life. In order to be anything, you have to see it. And whatever you're watching, you can become. So if you want to be of anything good, then you have to see the good. Amen. That's the third thing I will tell you. If you want to be the good, you have to see the good. If you want to be the good, you have to see the good. If you want to be the good, you have to see the good. And with that being said, it is time for the best outro on. Why did they do that again? Anyway, I don't know why I did that. With that being said, y'all, it is time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you weren't born special, because you were always born a blessing. And trust, you may not be where you want to be. By the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Why is one thing? Call yourself is another thing. You're chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. Hopefully, by spending time together, we're also to be great together. Always remember, reading radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or you're just recognizing that, hey, listen, maybe if we just take a step back, breathe, and recognize that truly, just because we are going through fire doesn't mean that it's the end, right? Make sure the replay is not just right for you. Watch it, not just right for you. Listen to it, but for you want to experience it again. I love you. I value. I embrace you all. Always remember, receive love, you gotta give it. Or receive love, you gotta give it. Or receive love, you gotta give it. Whatever obstacles you have overcome, whatever success you have achieved upon this particular day, I'm extremely proud of you. But no one else is proud of you. Be proud of your damn self. And finally, y'all, like I said, Black History Month, it is going to end on Friday. All I ask is that we put great energy into the last day of Black History Month. But in the same token, Black History is 365. You understand? Yeah. So commercial break and fireworks are coming your way for the day that was, for the day that's coming, for the blessings on the way for you, me, all of us, as a society, as a people, as a culture. I feel the love and I send it right back to you. Good night, everybody. Love you all. Bye.
Yeah, we hustle all day. Yeah, we're working, let me play. You know me, work real hard, now we're ready, let's play. Ay, hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go, yeah. Hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, drop it to the floor, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, drop it to the floor, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, drop it to the floor, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, drop it to the floor, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder.
Things have been a little quiet around here. We've missed the fun, we've missed the excitement, we've missed the entertainment, we've missed the nightlife, but most of all, we've missed you. We're getting ready. Caesar's Rewards. We can't wait to welcome you back.
This is for all you multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television is important, Nubian TV is a Black network that speaks to your lifestyle. Nubian TV is the world's first digital network devoted to the upscale and political lifestyles of Black people. Nubian TV's programming includes politics, travel, fashion, food, automotive, arts and culture, civil rights, music, and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at nubiantv.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch.
I got a question for you. What does this city know about luxury? Huh? What does a town that's been to hell and back know about the finer things in life? Well, I'll tell you. More than most. You see, it's the hottest fires that make the hardest steel. Add hard work and conviction, and the know-how that runs generations deep in every last one of us. That's who we are. That's our story. Now, it's probably not the one you've been reading in papers. The one being written by folks who've never even been here and don't know what we're capable of. Because when it comes to luxury, it's as much about where it's from as who it's for. Now, we're from America, but this isn't New York City, or the Windy City, or Sin City, and we're certainly no one's Emerald City.
This is the Motor City, and this is what we do.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. Past, nail pattern baldness.
Leggies.
Got one right now. The urge to puff that bubble wrap. But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day: what we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Hey, good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time.
That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good.
Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Oh, good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in. I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be here.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger.
Open your eyes.
Think of the one place you've always wanted to see.
This is where our magic comes from.
They say if you dream a thing more than once,
Please, please, please.
it's sure to come true.
Everything you see exists together in the great circle of life.
There are stories about what happened.
It's true. All of it.
In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun.
I told you she was tricky.
Life is full of possibilities. What do you want to be remembered for?
The world is in our hands, and we gotta do something with it.
I just want to say a word of thanks to all the artists, the workers, and all of you. The young and the young in heart. You helped make this dream come true.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Caesar. Just look at him. Politician. General. Author. Ruler. Man. Legend has it, he's not only stared into the belly of the beast, he's had it for dinner. Here he's free to relax, or party, or relax, or party, or relax, and party. His is a world of opulence, excess, and the occasional impulse buy. Not one to rest on his laurels, he's famous for ushering in a new age of entertainment. So, for anyone seeking a place where the sun never sets on a good time, all this awaits.
I am Caesar, and I approve this palace.
Sorry, folks, there's a breaking development. There's something down on the field.
I see that, too. What is that?
Looks like a koala or a dog or a...
They're all out there right now. They're trying to catch it. They're having a real hard time. They've got trash cans.
This guy's got no chance.
I think they got it. Nope.
Now he's gone and driving a cart. Uh-oh, watch out for the goal! Oh! Oh, that thing is indestructible.
Each of you are in a relationship with somebody you have never met before.
We have been chit-chatting for about 5 months. We have been together for 4.5 years now.
I'm gonna go meet my man. I'm just hoping that he likes me in real life.
I've been keeping something from you.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.